We are here down at Road to Macclesfield Festival at Trackside Studios. We're here with two members of Rough Twist. We've seen them live on stage, in the practice room. And it was packed, so it was brilliant. Did you enjoy the set?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. Good to pull the dust covers off and play some old tunes again. What about you?
Now,
don't enjoy anything these days. No, it's great. It's really nice.
So, for those listeners who haven't heard of Rough Twist before, you've been around the Macclesfield scene for ages. You want to tell us a bit about yourself?
I don't know. Rough Twist, older, fatter, balder.
Yeah, I was always fat though, so I haven't changed.
We've been around Mac for years. Sort of kind of saxophone-led rock and roll, I suppose, in our own interpretation of. But yeah, just six friends who wanted to play and write some songs together, and we all played the instruments we played, so we thought, what can we do with these? And
friends is a loose term, very loose term.
The saxophone-led rock and roll, did that come immediately, or was that just because, some guy had a sax? Because it's quite unique to the band.
Pretty much, yeah. I was friends with Tom, you were friends with Wardy. You two played together, me and Tom played together, and we thought, hey, let's do something as the four of us. And
we actually had the two saxes in before we finished the lineup with a bassist and a drummer. Like, we started writing, me and him went from there. Just as I say, organically, these are people that we know, don't like them, but they're reasonably good at playing their instrument. So yeah, went from there.
So fast forward to now, people probably wanting to know, are you going to be playing more gigs? Is this something that's going to happen? One now and again? How's it going to work?
Yeah, well, yeah, probably more. I mean, we tend to do one every now and again nowadays. We're all still working musicians in other kind of function bands and things, so that takes up a lot of our time. But it's nice every now and again to pop up and do a Rough Twist thing, because it's a passion thing for us more than anything. It's something we love doing, and so. But I don't know. I guess we'll see if we get through, and if we get Macfest, then that'll be our only gig this year.
We'll probably never play in Mac ever again.
And if we don't, then we might book our own gig elsewhere later in the year.
It's great though, we see the same faces coming down and people smiling and dancing. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. So here's Road to Macclesfield Festival. Have you been down to the festival? It's great to have some of these, like Northern Soul chart toppers this year. I mean, it was Dodgy the year before. It's been amazing. Madness.
Yeah.
It's a great thing for the town, isn't it?
It is. It's a really good thing for the town. I think it's something the town's needed for a while, long time. Yeah, and a few groups of people have had a go, but this Macfest really seems to be, they seem to be sticking. They're building it up well. It's getting bigger and bigger each year, and there's lots there to do for the whole family as well as just band stuff.
They've got the whole kind of set up right. We went down last year. It's not overly corporate. It's not like it's being pushed too far. It's just people having a good time. When I got there last year, I came elsewhere, met my whole family there, everyone sitting around having a nice time. Definitely. So yeah, it couldn't really be a better thing for the town, I don't think.
And as a band, you've released a couple of albums, is it?
Yeah, 2.
Don't ask us how many we sold. Don't.
Are you gonna do anything new? Is there unreleased material?
There is a lot of unreleased material, unrecorded material certainly, and in my opinion, I think the best stuff we ever wrote was the last stuff we wrote. I certainly, in the back of my mind, definitely want to record at some point, but there's no plans set in stone yet.
I think we both, Jack and I, speaking away from an interview and cameras and everything else, we got our story straight. But yeah, the stuff that we wrote post the last album recording is the stuff that people tend to sing along to more. So at some point, I think there's got to be that, and then no one can buy that one either.
More albums for our attic.
You must have played a lot of gigs over your years. Has there any been particular standout moments?
Band on the Wall's a good laugh.
Yeah.
Great sound system and everything that you want as a band. And we play a lot with the Virgin Marys, so a lot of a similar crowd. They're great guys. They're good to work with. That's what the main thing about it is fun. That's what we want to do. There's so many kind of dodgy pay-to-play situations in the world, and what you really want is to be vaguely appreciated. I mean, I'm in it at home, not as a band, but it's anything that's fun and anything that's worthwhile, which is why being involved in this kind of Road to Macfest thing is great, because as we've said, we like the festival, we like what it does for the town, fostering homegrown music. Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you want to be involved?
And you've been involved in and around the Macclesfield music scene for years. Is there anything you're really liking at the moment? Is there anything that you think could be added to it? What do you reckon?
I think the Macc scene has always gone in waves, in my opinion, and I think it sort of peaks and troughs. There's times when there's loads and loads of venues popping up for live bands, and then it drops down again. But I don't know. I mean, the bigger venues don't seem to work in Macc. It would be good somebody who really knew what they're doing and had the passion for it and the money as well to put it together. It'd be great. But I think my favourite thing about Macc at the moment is Mash. That's my favourite little.
I think if you're
music hole.
If you're willing to scratch the surface, there's some really, really good stuff out there. And I'd say what my favourite thing about it is, if you want to go out on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, just a quick look on Facebook and there'll be something going on somewhere, and it's usually of a great quality. And there's a lot of musicians and artists and everything going on in this town, which has not always been the case. So at the moment now, get out and support it, and you'll find something that's worth going and listening to. That's the best thing. And there's great people. We're here at Trackside. Stu would be one of those, and as you say, Mash, and there's all these different people who actually care about the scene and the music and all that sort of stuff. So if you want to get involved, you can.
Just go and look for it.
Exactly, yeah. And that's what it needs as well in order for it to continue and carry on bringing great acts to Macclesfield, not just Mac bands. Then go out and support it, and you'll find something that's worth supporting.
Yeah, definitely. I've had people who've come to the town of Macclesfield, and they're amazed by how much things are going on. And I've had people who've left Macclesfield and they suddenly realise, oh wait, everything is not like this. There isn't 5 venues with music on every week. There's like one pub with a dodgy music.
I love Mac. I think there's something magic about it. I don't know what it is, but there's something. So there's a good vibe around it mostly. And
it's mainly great stuff. Yeah. So that's the thing people care about. I say art because there's a lot of artists here as well. There's a lot of small little shops. Amp, Chris, who played before, is one of them. Great example. You know, there's people who care about what's going on, and you go to some of the bigger cities, as I have done, and you'd rather have 5 bands, pay them nothing, rather than one great band, and they'll bring. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Here, the quality is a different level, and people care about the quality, and that's important, and it's why we don't get any gigs.
One weird thing, and people might disagree with saying that, and something that annoys me at Macclesfield, that actually might spur creative on. I think it's all the rain. People got nothing to do but sit inside and write music.
You might be right there, yeah. We do get more than our fair share usually, don't we?
But it's weird, isn't it? Because this tiny little town that we've got here, the concentration of musicians, artists, whatever you want to call it, is massive. And as you say, scratch the surface and you'll find
there's a very creative element in Mac, isn't there? Whether it whatever your art is, I mean.
And they all support each other. And that's the main thing. Yeah. That's why it's special because people care about it. People come out to these events and people go and support places like Mac. That's what it needs to continue going forward.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for chatting us today. You might not have many gigs coming up, but if people want to listen to music, is it on Spotify?
Yeah,
is it
Spotify. On Facebook? iTunes, Apple Music and all that, all the usual.
Yeah, I use our albums as a coaster most of the time. So.
Is it just Rough Twist everywhere? If Rough Twist, put it in Google and everything comes up?
Yeah.
And when I mentioned the albums, if people want a copy?
In the Doghouse is out of print, isn't it? That was the first one, and then the other one is what's
Reality
it called?
Bomb.
Oh yeah, Reality Bomb. You'll have to come and knock on at my house if you want a copy of that, or come and see us at Maccfest if we can make it through.
Yeah.
We'll be throwing them out into the
as well.
Yeah, they are all available for streaming. Right. Yeah.
Brilliant. So it's been great having you guys.
Thank you.
I've really enjoyed this afternoon.
It's worth saying as well, Michael, that you're one of those people that keeps the scene going, so keep going.
Oh, thank you. Cheers. So, as well as these interviews, we've been playing Kazoo all afternoon.
Maybe that's not what's keeping it going.
That's what kept me going today. Honestly, it's been the most fun that we've had today. So yeah, we've been calling it musicians in a reasonably priced Kazoo.
Excellent.
I believe Field Manual got 4, then on the board. Queen Cool were really impressive, harmonies and everything. They got a 7, and Bliss were on 8, Lower we got 9, and then they wanted an extra one because they were bragging, and then they got 3 points against. So we have Kazoos.
Excellent.
Do you want red, green, yellow or blue?
I want blue, Doyle have red, I reckon. Am I right there? Come on, Shetty.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Right. We have Play That Tune card. My Christmas present from my brother. And yeah, you pick a song. Don't tell me the song, obviously. Someone got that wrong.
Yeah.
It's 1, 2, or 3 points.
Right. Okay. And you guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
What we all guess.
And do we do it together?
Yeah, you can do it together.
Oh, so we don't have to be good. You just need to get it.
Yeah, we need
Yeah, but we need
my
to be
favourite
good
thing.
in order for them to get it.
Oh, well, we're out then, aren't
Three
we?
people with
Right.
varied music interests between us have to be able to get it.
Oh no, you only get 3. That's fairly
So are we
straightforward.
doing all 3 of these?
No, you pick one of them. So you
That
can
one.
pick a 2-point or a 3-point.
And I'll do the intro.
I don't even know how it goes. But yeah, let's see how that goes.
I hope I've got the right one.
I think, yeah, okay.
Do I have to use the kazoo for all of it?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the whole thing.
This is a whole thing.
There you go.
Yeah, start a kazoo band. So it's EastEnders.
Yes! Was that 3 points then?
3 points. Yeah.
Sweet.
I think the harmonies are a little off.
Oh yeah, they were.
Bada-bum.
That's my.
Oh my god.
That is my favourite. I don't even care if you don't get it.
Brilliant.
I'll do the intro again.
I don't know, I'll just...
We got a new theme tune there.
That's amazing.
Best TV tune ever.
It is the greatest TV thing song ever.
You better bloody know it, Chisholm. What was it? That was the old one.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guess it?
Question spoon.
Oh no.
It's not question spoon.
No?
Grand.
Yeah. Yeah. So, with a bit of.
Is this the
help-
last one? Or do we do 2 more?
Depends if you get another 3 points.
I see, right.
Oh, I don't know the 3-pointer.
Yeah, I should do. Don't know
I've
any,
met him enough times.
I don't know any of those, but... Let's do that
I'm
one.
just going to do that. Just
Yeah.
the main bit, just once.
1, 2, 3. Oh, that? Yeah, just the middle bit.
Yeah, it's all
There you go.
Yeah, easy. Done.
What was that?
1 point to that.
Oh, 7. Equal Quinkle though. That's good standing.
Queen called it pretty good. I'm
They
happy with that.
were. Do you want to do a rough twist song?
I don't even know any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do groove thing, we'll do the sax part.
Oh, and that's well hard.
Yeah.
Are you doing the sax?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that is amazing.
That's about as good as our set might go as well. No more kazoo.
You can't stop that. Thank you and good night.
Thank you.
We've been Artist Echoes down here at Trackside Studios. We get to do this 2 more times. Every week in the studio I'm from the Macclesfield as well. And thanks to Charles, he's been behind the camera, and Rich has been behind the camera as well, and doing the sound and everything, and I've had a blast.
So that can never be shown anyway.
Sure.